And if there's one thing that investors do not like, it's complexity and risk. Now, I make this point in a very different context with my first-year MBA students when I ask them to think about risk and reward. And the way I do that is by showing them the returns of 4 different financial investments. I don't tell them what it is or even over what time period they span. I simply show them what happens if they invest $1 in each of these 4 assets, and here they are. The green asset turns $1 into $2 over this unspecified multi-horizon period. The blue asset turns $1 into $5, more return, but more volatility. The white asset is the most rewarding of all, turns $1 into $8, but way more risky. And the orange line is somewhere in between. Now, I want to ask you to pick one of these 4 for your retirement account, for your kids' college education fund, maybe for your grandparents' life savings. You can't mix and match. You can only have one of these 4. Which one would you pick? How many people, by a show of hands, would pick the green investment? Yeah, virtually nobody, okay? And how about the blue investment? Wow, still not too many hands. I want you to remember this moment, because when I tell you what it is, you're going to have some rethinking to do. How about the white investment? Yeah, okay, those are the hedge fund managers and startup entrepreneurs out there. And last but not least, how about the orange investment? Yeah, by far the most popular because it seems to have the best trade-off between risk and reward. Well, let me tell you what all of you picked. First of all, the time period goes from 1990 to 2008. And the green line is the safest asset in the world, US Treasury bills, at least for the next few weeks. We'll see what happens in September, October when we hit the debt ceiling. Safest asset in the world, but it doesn't yield a lot because it is so safe. And so if you put your money in it in 2008, you would have earned pretty much nothing over the last decade. Now, the blue asset that most of you didn't pick, that's the S&P 500, the US stock market. Most of you already have that in your portfolio, so if you didn't pick it, you have some rethinking to do. But if you'd put your money in that, you would have done just fine. The white asset, the riskiest, is the single pharmaceutical company, Pfizer. And if you put your money in Pfizer, well, congratulations, you did really well. But now, let me tell you what the orange asset is, which most of you did pick. That asset is a private investment known as the Fairfield Century Fund. This was the feeder fund to the Bernie Madoff Ponzi scheme, which is why I had to stop it in 2008.